Hey, what's up? Welcome back to my channel. Today we're doing Guess the Astronaut. That is right.
What the hell did he say?
Casting somehow, someway managed to find a real-life astronaut. Someone who has space time. 5 actors and 1 real-life astronaut. First round, as always, let's go off looks. Now we know don't go to space.
Well, two. LeVar Burton and Will Smith. And he looks like neither.
There's only 150 astronauts that have been to space, and I just think it'd be even harder to find the black one. My vote off looks is Mr. in the Navy hat.
It's Phil.
We'll get there.
So we're gonna get to your name in the second round.
Shouldn't you know how to follow directions?
No, I forgot so long ago.
I think it's him just because me and Morgan were talking about this.
You have to have at least apparently like 1,000 hours of flight time. And I have a feeling he already's got the Navy hat on.
Yeah.
And you also gotta have 20/20 vision, so this dude is out immediately.
Maybe his eyesight got worse over time.
Yeah. That's true.
You're allowed to have glasses. It's the old days when you couldn't, like in the 70s.
Oh, you researched this before you got here?
But no, I know that.
This Asian man, I think it's him.
You think it's him?
It's because of his body type. He petite.
Let's just say that Denny notices everything petite.
And we not gonna ignore the fact that you don't have hair. What's happening over here?
Well, if you know, black people in space, they told me that the gravity would allow my hair to grow back, and I just wanted to get into that mode of...
Nah, you ain't want to scare them because they would have thought you was an extraterrestrial. Well, Herman, what you think?
So I don't think it's this black man. I think he just bought a shirt with a space on it. It's not him. I don't think it's this man with these earrings over here. I don't want to take Audrey's, but I've been looking at this through this white woman's eyes.
You think it's the white lady? She don't even know how to tie her shoes.
Her shoes aren't tied at all.
You gotta be able to know how to tie your shoes to go to space.
Okay, you both got the lady?
Well, I'm saying the lady, have you ever seen Lucy in the Sky?
No.
It's a movie, it's a space movie. There's a female, it's based off Lucy Nowak, a real astronaut. She goes to space, she comes back, and she forgets to do things that are normal around Earth, and her perception of the world is different because in space, you're shocked when you get back and you don't know how to like adjust.
I mean, if it's a woman astronaut, we know it's not based on a true story, right?
You sat next to Morgan and then lost your mind. You better get it together, White Whisperer.
But the black astronaut was cool, that we all thought it wasn't a black dude, and I make a white woman joke.
He's not a fucking astronaut, bro.
We would have known if he went to space, Denny.
If he's the astronaut, this is the last video on my channel. I'm retiring.
We always get that wrong. The person that we think it is the least be the person.
That's true.
He looks like he works at Finish Line, come on.
Let's go into the intro round. We're gonna start with you, sir, number 1. What is your name? Where are you from?
I'm Ernie Costello, and I'm from California, Orange County.
How much space time do you have?
Have a year and 2 months.
You did a year up there?
Most of the missions are 6 months. So I did 2 stints, and the shuttle missions are usually 2 weeks.
Number 2, what is your name? Where are you from?
Phil from Santa Monica.
I don't think it's Phil already.
I'm imagining you on the space, like when you talk to each other and you're like, hey, Phil, it's Phil.
Well, you gotta have brevity. You know what that? You can look that up later.
Phil, how much space time have you clocked?
Well, I've got about 39 hours. I was a backup on Apollo 17.
But you was on a B team?
I was on the B, yeah, that's correct.
Why come you didn't make the A team?
I didn't put out.
You ever had sex in space, Phil?
Well, with a partner or without?
Whoa.
You know, busting a nut in 0G gotta be different. It gotta hit different. Because you know, when you bust a nut in space, it just turns into a ball and it floats.
How is it? Can it still come out, or does it?
Oh, it stays on the tip probably.
What the gravity's now hold on.
It's like a rocket.
And it just floats?
And then you just catch it.
Oh, that's crazy. Oh, that's crazy. Did you get that? Number 3, what is your name? Where are you from?
Kelly Bunasawa. I'm from Tokyo, Japan.
How much space time do you have?
3 months. And I flew under JAXA, which is the Japanese equivalent of NASA.
Oh, so you went up there through Japan.
Right.
So y'all took a Toyota to space.
That's right. A pickup truck.
Come on.
That's crazy.
Oh, y'all mad at me. Anybody can say anything they want to say.
So let me ask you this. Why are you in the States now?
Well, I came here as a student.
Bro crash landed here.
You came as a student after or before?
Before, went back, came back here again. Wanted to retire in the States.
Are you a Japanese citizen or U.S. citizen?
No, I'm an American citizen now.
Can you go to space through Japan's space program, being a U.S. citizen?
No, we could ride through the NASA. We could piggyback on it.
All right, we're gonna move on to our brother here. What is your name? Where are you from?
Christopher Huey. I live in Los Angeles, but I grew up in Central Florida.
Where'd you get that shirt?
It was a gift.
From?
Not from the space shuttle.
The NASA gift shop.
My wife's best friend.
Oh.
Okay.
Because she knows you're an astronaut.
I could tell he just looks like the type of black man that enjoys space. I don't know that you've ever been, but I could tell you might talk about stars and.
Maybe he looked like he enjoyed getting high, and we confusing that for space.
Yeah, maybe he got so high one day he thought he was in space.
Well, how many hours you spend in space, bro?
I've been for several minutes.
Don't that sound like weed?
It take hours just to get up there.
Bro's talking about a DMT trip.
How many minutes?
About 3 or 4.
And then what happened?
So I was on a suborbital space mission. It was an early test flight.
What do you got to say about that?
Yeah, Ernie, what do you think? He's foolish.
I think so.
Got him! Alexa, what makes someone an astronaut?
Astronauts must be able to handle the physical and mental challenges of space travel,
Easy.
working in high stress,
Okay.
high risk environments.
Okay. I feel like the way you said that made it seem like I couldn't do it, and that's kind of making me, Oh, hey! I didn't even see you guys. Hello! Well, while I have you here, I want to give a big thank you to Alexa for sponsoring today's video. This device right here is the Echo Pop. But keep in mind, this is one of multiple devices that Alexa has. The only thing more exciting than the number of devices is the number of features. Probably my favorite one is all of the routines. Now, the routines can be customized to do just about anything, which is super cool. For example, at my house, when the Lakers start to play, all the lights in my house turn purple and gold because those are the colors of the Lakers. Eileen, my fiance, thinks it's exaggerating. I call it necessary, but potato. Now, as you guys know, I'm trying to make World's Best Guesser the biggest show in the world, and so Alexa helps me by keeping track of my calendar and making sure I stay on schedule. If you guys want to learn more about the Echo Pop or any other Amazon Alexa devices, there's a link under this video. Make sure to click it. Again, thank you to Alexa for sponsoring today's episode. Let's get back into it.
Denny, he said he was on an early space flight. When do they let?
He said suborbital.
No, but early though, like one of the first. When do they let black people be one of the first to do something?
Never.
But he would have been the first.
There's never a first until there's a first.
How many black people have been to space?
About 20.
That's a good number. How many of those are men?
Probably like 15.
I like that he knows that.
He's making that up. Number 5. What is your name? Where are you from?
Kello Stone, Ann Arbor, Michigan.
That's a spaceman name.
He does look like Buzz Lightyear.
How much space time you got at Kello?
112 hours.
They let you wear those pants?
They make a fashion statement. Thank you for noticing.
I did notice them. I was like, those are nice pants.
Are they pajama pants?
These are actual dress pants. Yeah, available at the Gap.
Astronauts don't shop at Gap.
Where do they shop?
I don't think they even shop.
Number 6, what is your name? Where are you from?
My name is Mimi Smith and I'm from Palo Alto.
I got one more question for Kello. Are you allowed to have piercings in space like that?
I take them out.
You don't strike me as a space person, Kello. But you strike me as someone who plays the space person in a movie.
I'm actually a biologist by trade. It's not everyone is not an engineer or someone who flies, but they actually conduct experiments to see what zero gravity's impact has on cellular division, different things like mitosis, meiosis, and the like.
Kello, don't talk to me like I'm stupid, okay?
Mimi, where are you from? You said
Palo Alto, yes.
How much space time do you got?
8 weeks.
Mimi, what was the first thing you did when you came back to Earth from going to space?
Hug my dog and my children and my husband.
You really think it's a girl, the movie based off her?
I don't think you're Lucy Nowak.
I've heard of her. No, I'm not Lucy. No.
That blows up your point.
Yeah, your whole point is. Let the record show she has Lucy Nowak in big ass writing at the top of the page.
Mimi, how'd your husband feel about you being gone for so long, leaving them with the kids?
He's not really a cooker or a baker or anything like that, so he was a little bit challenged, shall we say. But he knew that this was a big moment for me and a big opportunity, so he sucked it up.
Opportunity? Yeah. You don't just wake up one day with an opportunity to go to space. You trained for years and years and years. You wouldn't come home to your husband and say, "You'll never guess what happened to me today. I'm going to space." He would know, like, oh, she's training to go to space.
No, you'd be training, everybody be training, and then you get pulled in the office and they go, "Your training's paid off, kid," and that's the day.
Oh, and you're going next week? No, they planned these missions years ahead.
He had 2 years to learn how to bake, so he watched all the cooking shows on TV.
Oh, no. So he was a stay-at-home dad?
He was not to begin with, but he was during those 8 weeks. But my thing was I've been training for 2 years, so he had a lot of time to like get mentally prepared.
Ernie, what do you think about that?
I think she's lying.
Right. Am I right? Hey.
What if Ernie is just gaslighting everybody?
We got to talk to him. Let's pick who we think it is, and let's go to the questions, okay?
Can I start? I'm gonna go and stick with my man out the gate. It's Ernie, bruh. He looks like he's too well versed on everything space, and he's sussing everybody who talking. That means he know his facts.
Yeah, he the Filipino Neil deGrasse Tyson.
So you're now coming to my side of things? You think it's him?
Yeah, I'm coming to your side. Okay. I think it's him.
Morgan?
I think it's Ernie.
Yeah, damn. Audrey?
Lucy in the sky. I want it to be Mimi.
Is it just because a woman thing, or you just really sticking with this movie?
It might be a woman thing for now, but let's see.
How come we don't think it's the black guy?
Because you got Nikes on, bro. I don't know. That seems like he's flexing right now.
I think we're sleeping on Kelly, if I'm being honest.
Can I tell you something? I was out there and I go, "Are you the astronaut?" Without a B, he goes, "Yeah, I am."
No, he did, to both of us.
You're not even supposed to be doing that.
I didn't know who he was.
He's his first day. You gotta give Morgan a break.
But Audrey was right with him.
I didn't ask, though.
But we're gonna move on to the next round, ask some questions and figure out if we can narrow down even more. Ernie, how do you poop in space?
We have for the number one, peeing.
I already believe him. He hasn't even talked yet.
Each astronaut has their own funnel. And so we put the funnel onto the tube, and then there's a switch on the side that we turn on, and that
sucks it
out. And then for number two, we keep that switch on.
Oh, that was number one.
See, so that's my thing. It's not the black guy, because we can't fit in that funnel. You know what I'm saying? We're not going to be able to. Sorry, sir.
There's a lot of custom-made hardware for each astronaut in space.
Oh, this guy's a liar, bro.
Okay.
Bro going to bars like, I went to space. They had to make a bigger pee hole for me.
Let me get the Magnum tube.
Well, but did you ever get diarrhea in space?
No, I haven't.
I'm sure the food that they make them eat is diarrhea proof.
We're not allowed to have bread, salt and pepper.
What?
Well, because the granules might float in.
Of course, yes, I knew that. I have that down in my notes.
Yeah,
here.
soda, we can't drink sodas or any carbonated drinks because it affects our digestive system in space.
What's the smell on the spaceship? What does it smell like?
It just like here on Earth.
Like Phil, when you fart in space, what happens?
Cleansing equipment in the oxygen system. Plus, it smells a little metallic most of the time.
It smells like shit on the space shuttle.
No, why would it smell like shit?
Because there's nowhere for the gases to go.
Why are you saying it's gas? They eat things that they might not even get gas.
They fart.
How you know you fart in space?
I watched it on YouTube earlier.
Wait. Let me ask you this. If you fart, does it propel you forward a little bit?
Not enough.
Not enough. It's a little bit.
Phil, when you were in space, were there other people of color around you, or just all white men?
They all look the same to me.
Well, hold on. That's a very political answer.
That means no.
Can a political answer be true?
So you saying it wasn't all white men?
We didn't notice that. We were a team. We were pulling together. We were scared. We become bonded with people. If you've ever been in combat or in a very difficult situation, you become very close to the people you're with.
Let me ask you this, Phil. What was the hardest part of training?
Well, the time away from the family and the dedication to it, putting your life kind of on hold. You had to concentrate because you had a lot of competition. If you really wanted it, like anything else.
Why do you point to these two guys?
Yeah. Get them, Herb. Get them. A lot of competition, and you point to the two Asians?
They ain't your competition.
Thought you didn't see color.
Kelly.
Yes, sir.
What inspired you to be an astronaut?
There was a movie in 1983 called The Right Stuff. It talked about the space race between the US and Soviet Union when Soviet Union launched a spaceship called Sputnik with Yuri Gagarin. And that prompted America to accelerate the space program.
This don't sound like a YouTube video?
It does. This sounds like he read this article this morning and is reading it verbatim back. Again.
The glasses and the look makes me think that you can recite this to us with no problem.
I don't know if I'm buying it so far.
Yeah. You went to school for what?
Aeronautical engineering.
That's good.
No, you would have gone to Embry-Riddle Aeronautical School. I performed there at a college.
Okay, not that. Anybody who's hiring a comedian, it's not a good school.
Sorry about that, Kelly.
You have to go to school for something specific to be an astronaut?
I think so. What did you do after college?
Well, then I returned to Japan and went to Tokyo University Technical. Would be like the equivalent of BU.
Well, what's the spaceship equation?
I'm sorry, what?
The spaceship equation, because there is one.
Everybody knows that that's a thing.
There is one. And this is, I Google what is an equation. Every astronaut would know.
You have it right there.
It's the spaceship equation.
And what is it, Kelly?
E equals MC squared.
Oh, got him. And I was lying.
There's no equation, Kelly.
Ain't no equation.
Come on, no, that's a stupid question.
Wait, Mimi, what were you mouthing, Mimi?
I thought you were going for force equals mass acceleration.
Ooh, girl.
Because that is used in a spaceship, right?
That's right.
Yeah.
Ernie, fact check.
Yes.
Oh!
Did we just expose Kelly? Maybe we did. Maybe we did.
Chris, rank your top 3 Jay-Z albums.
Ooh,
What'd you go to school for?
aerospace engineering.
What'd you do after that?
I was a helicopter engineer for about 6 years.
What kind of helicopter?
I worked on several helicopters.
Name one.
V-22.
The V-22?
Isn't that tomato juice?
What country manufactures the V-22?
The United States. I also worked on a V-280. I've worked on the Cobra, the Huey.
Walk me through starting a V-22.
First, you have to turn on the batteries, initialize the engines, get up the rotor speed, wait for the RPM to build up.
He's a smart guy.
You know what's funny? It's like, I don't know the answers to any of these questions. I'm just asking you to see how they answer.
That being said, it's F equals ma, Newton's second law, which can be derived into the thrust equation, and that would be the one equation you were probably looking for that every astronaut should know.
Mimi, you're a fraud.
Oh my God.
Mimi, don't let a man talk to you.
And you think we believed you?
I'm a biologist.
But not an astronaut.
An astronaut who was hired to go and do research.
I'm changing Chris's thing to in space.
Can y'all put some respect on Chris's name? Because he's going kind of hard right now.
We have some respect on Chris's name.
Akello, you better have something good.
Akello, where'd you go to school?
I went to school, undergrad, Georgia State University, and went to Georgia Tech.
That ain't no school for no astronaut.
Well, a lot of people don't know this.
Don't yell at me, Akello. Go ahead.
You don't go to school for astronaut, you get your degree. Most of the people that I was in astronaut school had a PhD or had extensive studies postgraduate, and you have a 2-year program to go through the same astronaut school, going through the same things related to engineering, related to going in zero gravity. That's why you've probably seen the picture of people being in a big swimming pool and being able to zero gravity, those propulsion systems, and just getting your body ready for 2 years.
How many days does it take to adjust? Like when you first get back from space, like how long is that period?
About 2 to 3 weeks. It's much longer than jet lag.
Jet lag.
Are we seriously entertaining this conversation? He's talking like someone who like oh yeah, I got to go and it was cool. Like he's not talking like an astronaut.
He called it astronaut school.
What is it called?
You talk too loud to be an astronaut. Cause you in small spaces. I know the other astronauts be like, this dude, Akello, don't shut the up. You wouldn't feel with a fist fall in space.
I just feel like the way you describe it feels very like enthusiastic. And to me, going to space is such a calculated thing by the milli thingy that you'd be more.
Millie thing, stop talking about his dick like that. Fuck, bro, it's messed up.
You'd be more like, well, you know, there's this one thing. That's the one part where you can't make a mistake, right? Going to space is no adventure. It's real life.
Kevin, you don't learn that in astronaut school.
Well, you definitely didn't go to comedian school because I feel like, where are the comedians?
Oh my God!
Body double right there, Kevin Hart. Oh,
close up on his face. Look at him. Look at him.
That's crazy.
That's how I know we got him. Now he mad. If you was a real astronaut, you would have just been like, y'all little don't know what y'all talking about. Hey, Phil, beat his ass for me. Phil, handle that for me. Get it together, parachute pants.
Mimi, where did you go to school?
I went to UCLA.
Where'd you study?
I studied biology in the medical school. Got a degree. I got into stem cell research after that, and that's why they approached me to come and do research aboard the ISS.
Mimi, what number woman were you to reach space?
I was 14. And it was right before pandemic, so that, like you said, how did I feel when I came home?
You went before the pandemic?
Yeah, it was right before that.
What was the day?
March 14th is when we came back.
What day of the week was it?
It was a Thursday.
I'm trying to fluster her a little bit.
There was only 13 women in space before 2019?
Before that, and then now there's a lot more, and we're doing training programs for girls. That's what I'm doing during the summer. I'm doing summer camp.
Well, how many women have been in space since you've been?
I haven't really been keeping track.
Wouldn't that be something you keep track of?
She did her time, dude.
I'm more concentrating on getting the word to the girls and getting them excited.
That's a very significant number, to be number 14, but you haven't been keeping track of the other groundbreaking women of the world?
39 altogether.
Nah, it's 39. Wouldn't you have said that right away?
Hold on, Mimi. I just figured you out. You were number 14, and you went March 2019.
No, March 2020.
So right before the pandemic, month of, you leave to go to space, which that in itself doesn't make any sense. You were number 14th. You're telling me there's been 39 women up there. So between 2020 and today, another 25 women went up to space? When was this?
Have you been keeping track of all the private? Because now there's space tourism.
Hey, Ernie, break this down.
Well, the problem with that, if she went up in 2020, she would have had to stay up there.
Thank you for 2 years. And last I checked, you said 118 hours. That's not 2 years.
I'm a biologist, not a mathematician.
Ooh! And that cost you the video, Mimi. The math is not adding up, and your shoes are untied. I mean, Kelly.
Yes, sir.
Can you get sick in space?
Yes, you can.
How does that work? Because I thought everything's not sterile or like stuff like that.
Well, it's not sterile because
you gotta be quarantined before you even get out in the spaceship.
Yeah, how does that happen?
What do you mean by how's it quarantined?
I don't know, but I assume before you go up there, since it's a cabin, you probably shouldn't be sick or can't get sick. So they wouldn't send you guys up there if you were sick. But if you were to get sick up there, is that possible, and what would happen?
The viruses are very reactive in space travel. So you might consider it to be like a common cold here, and probably might take 2-3 days to develop into a cold. But if you're in a space, it tends to be more reactive, where you get flu-like symptoms and you get sick like that.
And what happens if you get sick?
Well, we have a medical doctor that boards with us when we travel. He would take care and quarantine the crew member into an isolation until he gets better.
The only person I trust now is Ernie.
That's it. That's all.
Every time somebody talk, I'll be looking at Ernie like, what is it? Is this true?
Phil, what was your job on that spaceship?
Well, I was in the communications.
So when somebody has a problem, who do you call?
Ghostbusters?
No, it's Houston. We have a problem.
So let me ask you this. You're in communication. Let's say something happens on the ship. Walk me through the call. Like you call down to space. Like what do you say exactly?
Well, the first place you have a call sign, so it isn't like, hi, it's Phil. So let's suppose that your call, you have a prearranged codes of who you call. So you pick up the system that goes back to Houston. White Oak, this is Red Rook. White Oak, this is Red Rook, over.
Hey, Red Rook is hilarious.
Chris, so you said you've been to space. When did you go?
Earlier this year.
What was the date?
May 25th.
What day of the week was that?
Was a Thursday.
What year?
2023.
Well, we're gonna find out if it's a Thursday.
He already owned it. He already owned it.
May 25th.
2020.
Oh, it was a Thursday.
It was? Was it actually?
Yeah, it was Thursday. May 25th. It was a Thursday.
Phil, I want to come back to this having sex in space.
Well, you're into that, aren't you?
I sure am.
He's an actor, bro. He's too funny. He gotta be an actor.
Can you have sex in space? Is that allowed?
They don't really have any courses or training or rules and regulations on that. No, I don't think that's a problem. You're an ascetic. You know what an ascetic is?
Of course I do.
It's someone who practices extreme denial. So you get in a mode. You're a professional. You're an astronaut. You're going to space for your country. You don't think about, Johnson and whatever.
Can you even get a boner in space because of gravity?
Boy, I don't know. This is pretty intellectual, pretty deep.
Kelly, can you have a boner in space, or does gravity affect that?
You can have a boner in space.
Ernie, give us the real answer.
It's not recommended to have sex in space because of the bodily fluids. We have a lot of electronic equipment.
Of course, yeah. That happened to my keyboard once. I get it.
Oh.
No, electronics and fluids. You'd be by your computer. You might, get the keyboard a little sticky by accident. You know what I'm saying?
But you're not in space.
I'm just saying, if you are in space, there's even more electronic equipment. It could be a problem.
Morgan, I shake your hand too much for you to be talking about all this.
Okay, I think we can move on to the next round. We're so locked on Ernie. If it's not him,
I don't think it's Ernie.
But who else do you think it could be?
Nobody, bro. Unless they're with us.
Well, Audrey, you're the only person that does. Who do you think? You still stuck on Mimi?
I don't think it's Mimi anymore, but I do think the disarray of being back on Earth and Akilo Moon Rock, or whatever your name is, you're kind of spacing out. Like you're literally just like, and I'm like, he's back. He's up there right now.
But he's too excited about the stuff. Like I feel like you're more nervous once you talk about space.
Audrey, I need an argument for anybody other than Ernie.
I just don't want to think it's Ernie because I feel like you can research really well and know everything, and I just think if it was Astronaut, that's a little too obvious.
See, that seems like Kelly has done more research. Ernie just talking what he knows.
Kelly and Chris are very smart. They've done their research. Phil is hilarious, Akella's hilarious, Mimi's a mix of both, and then Ernie's just like, I got a space mission at 6.
Okay, I'm gonna give mine because I do want to go against the grain. Somebody has to do it. I'm gonna go with you.
Chris?
Chris.
Thank you, Audrey. Because black on black crimes are going down here today.
I said I believe that you are knowledgeable about this stuff because I think you might be a space nerd, but I don't think you've been to space.
I wrote space next to your name. We're gonna move on to the final round, the day in a life round. We have 5 different days in a life. So we're gonna assign each person a different day to walk us through. We're gonna start with you.
All right.
Walk me through a day in space from the moment you wake up till you go to bed.
We each have our own little music selection, so I usually wake up to some hard rock and I brush my teeth, and then we have breakfast, but we have to have breakfast. Like you said, it is minute by minute, second by second, everything is mapped out. They do the scheduling on Sunday. Monday morning we hit the ground. We have weekends off. We have lunch. I do a lot of research, so I spend about 6 to 8 hours doing that. And we also have, it's a 10-hour day. I do 2 hours of working out. Very important because we are in anti-gravity, and if you don't, when you come back, you're like a little ball of jello. So you have to keep up your workout. Cardio is very important. We have free time. I learned to play ukulele up there. Yeah, so we have some, and we play games, we socialize. We have an hour a week where we do like a Skype Zoom thing with our family.
Speaking of family, where's your ring?
We're not into that.
It's in space, Denny.
Yeah.
No, I'm saying right now.
I came back and my fingers were like a little bit swollen.
Oh, good save, Mimi. Good save. Good save.
Is that what we're going with here?
Okay. Akello, I'm gonna have you walk me through coming back to Earth Day.
Well, everybody knows coming back to Earth Day is...
Everybody knows? Everybody knows coming back to Earth Day.
Who's everybody?
Everybody who's an astronaut, who's up there, who's ready to come back, who's been inside a little box for that amount of time. It just feels right to come back to Earth.
Don't me, Akello. Just, you wake up.
I wake up at 4:30 a.m. I contact the control center and make sure everything is clear. We do the calculations of the trajectories, then we have breakfast. Sometimes we hydrate the breakfast, sometimes not. Then, after that, everybody straps in. We go through all the emergency protocols because this is re-entry. This is the period of time where you can actually die coming back into Earth. So we go through all the emergency procedures.
How many safety checks are there?
About 137 safety checks.
Name 4.
The transversal axle.
What?
The transversal axle.
The centennial bilateral. Like, okay.
Bro, this isn't an episode of Star Trek, bro. You can't just make your words up. Your whole energy is upsetting.
Okay, you said, so the flux capacitor, what else?
I've actually lost my train of thought. Could you repeat the question again?
Well, start with the first thing you said. Start from step 1.
4:30 a.m., we wake up.
No, the safety procedures. What was number 1?
There's a manual this big.
Okay, what's the first one you said?
The reticulating projectile system.
That's not what you said.
That's not what you
That's not what you said.
You said the transvaster or something.
You said it started with a T. I know that. Transvaxeral. Come on, Akello.
Got you. We got you on that. Chris.
Yeah.
Walk me through the safety checks when you're taking off.
So you have an entire team behind you doing probably on the order of several hundred different checks. So it's not just one person doing.
What are you doing, Chris?
I'm just sitting there waiting for the whole team to do their job.
You're sitting there and make sure the whole team's doing their job?
Not making sure that the team is doing their job. As the astronaut, everyone else is making sure that you're safe to go.
Chris, what is Chris doing?
So you're going through your last minute medical checks with the team. You're getting suited up with your medical team, your astronaut training team. Then you start your walk to the spacecraft.
An hour? You're getting suited up an hour? The NBA gets suited up 2 hours before game time.
Specifically tell us what you do, not what anybody else does, not what your homie, just what Chris does when Chris steps on base and he's about to go to wherever he's about to go.
When I, Chris, get on the spacecraft, I sit in my seat.
Thank you.
And I buckle my seat belt.
It's not a Toyota. It's like buckle my seat.
That's crazy. Buckle my seatbelt?
This is what I think I know. When you're in the spacesuit, you're about to take off. You can't really. You're like not.
You can't buckle your
You
seatbelt.
can't move much. Like they have a team of people that, from what I understand, that like help you get locked in.
Dude, they put you in there like this,
what I understand.
and they have 3 people strapped. You're not in there like, hey, good morning, Chris. Morning. Yeah, head up there, but I got about an hour till this thing take off. To go up there, get my seatbelt buckled in. What the f?
We still don't even know what he does. He still hasn't told us.
Kelly,
Yes, sir.
Walk me through a spacewalk.
My morning starts around 5 o'clock, and they put me in the isolation chamber because they gotta decompress the chamber for me to experience what the void of space looks like. And then they put on the spacesuit and then reduce it down to, say, about 29.6 kilopascal. So they put me into the isolation chamber, and I have to be in there for 24 hours because it takes 24 hours for any astronaut to prepare for a spacewalk. So after that first 24 hours, they would put me in the airlock, they shut the cabin side of the airlock, and then they prepare myself into the, with the tethers, and then they eventually unlock the airlock to the space with the tethers, and they also provide me with the various other tools in case of emergencies.
Okay.
He actually answered the question thoroughly.
Yeah, I know that was true because it was so boring.
All right, Phil, walk me through a launch day.
Okay, usually you get up, breakfast, something to eat, not too much.
Where are you waking up?
Van, well, you're usually in some kind of housing where everybody else is. You're with the other astronauts. And you get up and go in the van, usually. Everything's clean, everything's pristine. Take the van to the launch pad, go into the changing room where they have all the hermetically sealed equipment and so forth.
So you get in the van, you go to the
clean room, let's call it. Very hygienic, everything's clean and supervised. Okay, I have to put in your proper equipment from the, from the depends up.
When do you get dressed? On the van or when you get out?
Well, you get out of the van and go into the clean changing room.
Who's changing you?
Well, they have people assigned to that. Not exactly like wardrobe, but people who are knowledgeable about fitting and proper equipment, and buckling and so forth, so there's no leaks. And
how do you pee?
Well, but you go before you put the equipment on.
But once you have it on, what if you gotta pee?
Well, you don't. What do you mean? You just went. Unless you're real nervous.
They gotta have diapers, bro.
I already said that. I start with the depends. That's what I said.
No, what you said is you gotta go before.
Whatever. So I put the shit on and they go back in the thing. And I grab my portable oxygen unit. I have a portable oxygen unit. There's an opening where you put it on.
Can you show me the motion?
Well, it's a
twist. Okay.
Male, female. It's a twist on. You have that oxygen unit and your other equipment, your helmet probably up. Go on the van to the pad, get out, take the elevator up to the proper height, to the proper door and store, get out of that, and then ensconce yourself into the seat.
Bro, like I'm just picturing myself as a little kid and the astronaut comes in to talk to us. And I have I'm like, I have a question. And he's like, oh, here we go. None of these people are giving me astronaut energy. Yeah. My man, Akilo, love you. He's too rogue. Phil seems so rogue. She don't know how to tie her shoes.
So rogue.
Yeah, you can't have ear liability.
He's a liability. Phil and the killer are liabilities.
You want to make it more exciting? You just get bored easily?
They say never meet your heroes.
It's not. This isn't Fun City.
Like, you see what I mean? Like,
yes, of course.
You remember the firefighter would come in? There's a honor to that. Like, these dudes is wild.
Don't make these cloudy memories of your childhood translate into your adulthood either.
He's right. He's right. I feel you, but if you close your eyes and you open your eyes, I'm sorry, Phil. Like, Ernie just give me astronaut that I would imagine. Do y'all feel differently?
I agree.
If you was an astronaut, I'm like, you definitely done ruined my childhood.
Ernie.
Yes.
You're up there in space. There's an emergency. We'll call it, I don't know, cabin pressure or something. Walk me through what you do in case of an emergency.
Luckily for us astronauts, Houston has monitors every part of the vehicle or the space station. And sometimes we're monitored by the European Space Station and the Russian Space Agency. So what happens with cabin pressure, they tell us which place it is, the location, and then we lock all the doors to that space. If we have to do repairs outside.
What the fuck's he talking about?
This dude is off the chain.
Okay, I want to hear this. I'm curious.
Me too. You got any no-dos?
Okay, Ernie, go ahead.
If it's a leak, because we're losing the cabin pressure, then we have to determine whether it's from the outside or it's just a leak in our cabin pressure monitor. So if it's outside, then it's necessary to do a spacewalk to patch things up.
Can I go now?
Are you bored, Phil?
Yes.
That's the point. This is the shit you're supposed to know, and it's boring.
You know, it's a smaller space, so sometimes if we lose cabin pressure throughout the vehicle, then we have to abort the mission.
Bro, it's him, bro. What are we doing?
If he's not the astronaut, he's the best actor in the world.
Right here.
If you're not the astronaut, you're gonna get a movie deal out of this.
Because you can tell even they looking at him like, damn, this is interesting.
You want to know my background?
What is your background?
I went to the Naval Academy. I got a Bachelor's of Science degree in physics. I went to Naval Aviation Training in Pensacola, Florida, where I learned to, at the time, fly the F-14. My call sign was Nightmare.
Phil, your competition.
No, yeah, but he hasn't talked about his training. What kind of trainer were you on?
How'd you get the call sign Nightmare?
T-38.
Get him! Get him! Get him!
Talk your shit, Ernie!
Yeah.
Who you think it is?
I'm sticking with what I said out of the gate. It's Ernie, and I would die on that hill.
I'm going Ernie. I'm going Ernie as well.
I'm going Ernie.
All right, Manny Pacquiao of the skies it is.
I'm going Ernie too.
All right, we voted Ernie as the astronaut. If we get this wrong, I'm gonna be devastated. This one's gonna hurt. Will the real astronaut please step forward?
No.
Oh, did I not say for a second? I said for a
You
second.
turned your back on me.
Get him! Thank you.
Was everything you said real or was it made up?
My education was the only real thing I told you about.
Phil, was anything you said real?
No, I'm a white rapper.
Kelly, was anything you said real?
Part of it is.
What was real?
The kilopascal part was true.
Kilo, everything, what was true about yours?
Thank you, that's enough, thank you. Mimi, what was real in your story?
Not my name. I'm not married.
Chris, so everything you said was real?
Absolutely, of course. I flew on a commercial human space flight rocket. It's an air-launched rocket.
And everything was true about your background, everything?
Yeah, I'm an aerospace engineer. I worked in rotorcraft engineering for about 6 years.
A real-life black astronaut right here on the Kevin Langue channel. Can you believe it? Wow. On a day's work, baby. Good night.
My bag and I gotta brag, I do this shit for real. When we was down and we had nothing, we had to share a meal. We put the shit in overdrive with no steering wheel. Shorty throw that thing back in a pair of heels. Yeah, and she be riding on that thing like a Ferris wheel. Yeah, I love them dark skin, brown skin, caramel. You know I had to bring it to the hood.